She stood on the bridge that overlooked the quiet city lights, her hands trembling as she held an old photograph. It had been 3 years since she last saw him. 3 years since everything between them fell apart because of one mistake, his and hers. Arav and Mira once believed love could heal anything. They met in college. Shy glances in the library, late-night calls that lasted until dawn, promises whispered under the rain. They were inseparable. Everyone said they were made for each other. But sometimes, love is tested not by time, but by pride. It started small. A misunderstanding, a text he forgot to reply to, a night she didn't answer his call. Then came the arguments, the doubts, the tears. One evening, Mira saw him at a cafe, sitting with another girl, laughing. Her heart broke before she even knew the truth. Without waiting for an explanation, she walked away. He ran after her, but her silence said everything. Days turned into months. They both tried to move on, but their hearts refused. Arav kept her number saved, reading their old messages when he couldn't sleep. Mira kept the bracelet he gave her hidden in a drawer, still shining under the dust. One winter night, fate brought them together again. Mira's mother fell ill, and she rushed to the hospital, where Arav now worked as a volunteer doctor. When he saw her, standing in the hallway, all the air left his lungs. Time froze. He wanted to speak, but she turned away. He still helped quietly, arranging a room, talking to the nurses, making sure her mother was comfortable. Not once did he mention their past. When her mother recovered, Mira finally walked up to him. "Why are you doing all this?" she asked, her voice breaking. He smiled softly. "Because I couldn't be there when you needed me the most. I won't make that mistake again." Tears rolled down her cheeks. For years she had carried anger that he never explained, anger that he had hurt her. But in that moment, all she saw was a man who still cared, quietly, patiently. She whispered, "That girl, was she someone else?" He shook his head. "She was my sister's friend. She came to me for help with her studies. I tried to call you that night, but you'd blocked me." Mira felt her knees weaken. All those nights she had cried, all those words she never said, they came flooding back. "I'm sorry," she said. "I was scared of being wrong. I thought leaving was easier than listening." He smiled faintly. Sometimes love needs distance to learn what really matters. They sat together for hours, not talking much, just existing, two broken hearts finding the courage to forgive. Weeks passed, and slowly, their conversations returned. Not about the past, but about small things, books, movies, dreams. Mira began to laugh again. Arav's eyes had peace in them now. One evening, standing by the same bridge where it all ended, Arav handed her the old photograph she once tore in anger. It was taped together, a little wrinkled but whole again, just like them. He said quietly, "We can't erase what happened, but we can start again, if you're ready." Mira looked at the photo, then at him. The wind carried the city lights over the water as she nodded with a trembling smile. "Let's start again." Their hands met, uncertain but honest, and the night sky seemed to breathe with them. Sometimes love doesn't need perfection. It only needs forgiveness, the courage to look beyond mistakes, to heal what was once broken, and to believe that hearts can find their way home again.